Hello. I hope you are doing amazing this Sunday, or whenever you're fucking watching this. Hope that you are feeling the love, the good energy, the radiation of your own soul, being a reflection in your life here. Yes. Welcome in, or just welcome period. Just welcome in. Shit, welcome in. I guess it's welcome period. Anyway, welcome. Okay. Oh, new or in between. All right. I am Latiste Moon. Already, I do readings on here, offer readings down below, and I am ready to get started. I'm not gonna lie. Your resources are only limited to what you feel like you're capable of, right? And what I mean by that is, as I was, pulling the energy, I was wanting to flip over the cards. I like to flip over my cards. Okay, it's time to flip over the cards. They get a little chaotic, right? I need them all facing one way. They're getting a little chaotic. And I wanted to use my own cards today as well as these, like the tarot and other things. I don't know if I use it on this reading, but anyhow, a one-on-one, anywho, anyway. As I was doing that, I remembered these were not the cards I essentially wanted. I had tarot cards before. I was able to get tarot cards, like actual, like blank tarot cards. One time, essentially. The other cards I use are just like, forgot what they call these, like note cards that you put notes on. But I knew I needed my own deck. I knew that's what I needed. For some reason, I just couldn't find blank cards. Not at the, I went to Staples, baby. I went to the home page. Like I went to and they just, the Walmarts, they weren't there. But these type of cards were, or just the plain white ones that look like this, or just the plain white ones. And I was like, shit, I'm gonna grab it anyway. 222, 202. As I say that, I'm gonna grab it anyway because this is what I need to do. This is what I want to do. I like it's an urge of energy that I have to enact and set up and prepare. So me recognizing and taking that in, I was like, okay. When I got discussed, and I was like, okay, Spirit is like your resources are only limited to what you feel like you need. But what is the true end result that you're looking for? The true end goal that you are truly looking for. And I'm making me bring this up in my daily reading that I did for myself today. I got the Knight of Pentacles, which is Virgo energy, about being methodical, about finding success, pleasure, and abundance in the mundane, and things that you set up for yourself in your life, things that are every day that create that in a sense. And so with me knowing that, I was like, okay, I need my own deck. Like, yes, I have other decks, but like, I need words on here that I can read with no question, no confusion, right? And so why I'm saying this is because you may have something, and this is different than what you're manifesting. This is different than I want a gold SUV. I can't think of car. I'm not good at cars, but that's not. I want a gold SUV. That's what I want. I want the interior to be black and brown with wood grain and da 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 da. That's different. You're being specific. That's a manifestation something you're creating, like you want, right? But in a sense of getting the idea out there, if you never start the idea, right, of me being like, okay, I need this. It has to be the actual tarot cards, and I was like, why? That's why I got those big ass cards over there because that's all that I was able to find and locate. But the whole purpose of me looking for those things in the first place was to get the message out. Versus being like, okay, Spirit, I need new clothes. Like something needs to give. It's not gonna half-ass that. Be like, well, I mean, we can't get you new clothes, but we'll get you some socks. I'm like, but I don't need. I need new clothes. That's again. This is not. This is again. What are you using to actually get that message out there, to allow yourself to realize, am I limiting myself with the scarcity mindset and those Virgo methodical everyday steps in my life, Knight of Pentacles way? Like, where am I limiting myself even in the small things? Where can I be like, wait, why am I doing that? Why am I doing that? I remember go out to dinner with women. If you've never been out to dinner with women, go out to dinner with women. Women are gonna we're going to make sure that it's done right. We're going to make sure that we're getting what we're paid for. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because when I was little, sometimes it would embarrass me how outspoken, like, I come from a lot of women, outspoken the women in my family were sometimes at restaurants. They were like, this isn't right. I don't like this. And they would send it back. They would send it back confidently. They would say exactly what they wanted, how they wanted it. They would come back like, this is exactly what I wanted. And it would also get removed from the tab, obviously. But they also did that with drinks. Like, they would be like, I'm not feeling it. Like, they just sent it back. And it would be removed. It was like, I tried it, didn't want it. I'm not paying for it. I'm not accepting it. I'm sending it back. And so the reason I'm saying this and adding in manifestation is because I feel like, thank you, Spirit, tell me, it's like you have been confusing the two, making them synonymous. Excuse me. Hold on. Let me hydrate real quick. You have been confusing the two. And that's funny because before I seen hilarious, and I was like, hilarious, and I was like, because sometimes vocabulary is some words but it's hilarious, very funny, entertaining. I was like, very funny. I was like, because you can be funny, but that doesn't make you hilarious. Anybody can be funny, but when you're hilarious, it's almost like your craft is what you do. Like, that motherfucker's hilarious, and people don't throw out hilarious as much as they throw out funny. You funny, you a fool. Right? And then I was like, okay, let me look at funny. Let me look at the definition of funny. What the fuck not? And funny is to cause laughter and to be humorous. That is literally what it means. And so it's like one word was used to describe the other, but the other does not. You get what I'm saying? So it's in a sense of they're not synonymous. One word may feel very similar, and so I feel like you're kind of getting that confused with your manifestations, just a tinge, and recognizing that and being like, okay, if I'm not able to get the right tools to produce this project to get it done, then it's not right. Then it's like, no. The manifestation is the project. Don't forget the plot. It's like, do not forget. It's like when you're watching a show and it's like, are we forgetting the plot here? Where did they drop off? What happened? What is going on? The plot is the project. I remember I was watching ADD one time. Oh, a lot of pink cards in here. Oh, shit, your energy is just, I love it. Yes. I was watching ADD, which is All That Digital, a while back, and they were talking about, it was Patrick Connie who was talking with T-Pain and how T-Pain shot a lot of all his music he did on his phone. And then he would send it to the studio, but most of it, the cutting and everything, he did it on his phone. And he was talking to Patrick Cloud about it because Patrick Cloud did all the videos for ADD off of his phone. And this is a company that's producing videos that's backed by who shall not be named, that's on a current island for other things, if you get what I'm saying. And you know who I'm talking about. You get it? If you don't got it, it's okay. It's not really important to the story. But he also shot off his phone. And they were in, obviously, we all know who T-Pain is. If you don't, and Patrick Cloud is somebody that is literally in charge of creating and setting up and directing these big shoots. And so it's like, if you're limiting what you're able to do because you don't have certain tools, you don't have certain things, or people aren't watching a certain way you're forgetting the plot. And Spirit is like, don't forget the plot of what it was to do, to create, to be. And that also leads into manifestation, because again, it's like when my aunts and my mom and my cousins and soon me be like, okay, sending it back. That's how you work with the manifestations, because this is the main goal. This is the main project. I didn't do what I need to do with the main goal. That's how it works. It's like, It reminds me of, I think her name is Amazing Kate or Becoming Kate. Cate. I love her. She's a phenomenal reader. I love her. She's a lot calmer than me. So if you want a lot calmer than me, she's great for that. She can get hyped too, but I love her. But and she has an amazing voice. But anyway, she said she seen somebody else that was another reader of theirs that did a game where it's like an intuition game where it's like, Spirit, today show me, a purple thing, like a purple mug. And then you go to the store and you see like a pink mug. It's close, but it's not what you're looking for. And then you go somewhere else and you see a mug, different color mugs, but it's not the mug you're looking for. And then it's like, okay, no, that stinks, that's close, but that's not what I'm looking for. That's how manifestations work. And the reason why I keep bringing up manifestations again is because I feel like you're conflicting the two. You can still get those manifestations by doing things out of the norm, by not limiting self, by allowing self to see that there is more than one way to accomplish something, to have something, to receive something, to create something. It's like, how are you going to be able to go to these, I keep it a lot of movies and shows and stuff, be able to go to these awards and set it up and be nominated if you never put out your work? How is it going to work? Because you don't have a certain type of camera. Again, it's coming up real strong. And like I said, if I was like, oh no, these are not the right cards, I would not be doing this right now. Probably would. Probably not. Who knows? But if I would have kept stalling and putting it off because of that was not right, the building steps to the manifestation was not right. It's like I'm missing the plot. I'm missing the goal. And even if it's just an accomplishment, a dream, it's like I'm missing the plot. I'm missing the goal. And you can't stop manifestation, but it can be delayed sometimes. With restrictive mind thinking, I say. Well, hold on. Ask me how I know. Like I said, it can't be stopped. And it can also be given half-assed. You need a partial blessing because it's like you're like, okay, all right. But it's like, dang, would imagine I think it's weird. Imagine somebody tomorrow was like, hey, Latisse, I would love to publish some decks for you. Do you have like 2 to 3 decks that you were able to set up? And I'm like, I got one I created. I was supposed to create one, but like I didn't find the right cards. But it's just like, okay, all right. And not saying the deal would go away, but it's like, dang, imagine not being prepared. Imagine not being ready. Because I thought I needed something to be ready instead of realizing my energy, my urge is what's creating this readiness, this creation. I always like to think of it this way. When you gotta go pee, you have to pee. You try to distract yourself doing other things, setting other things up, but your urge to pee still be there. Right? And I was like, dang. And now imagine this, right? The urge to pee is your goal, your desire, your manifestation, right? I gotta go pee. Imagine you're not there yet. You're not home. You're not at a place where you can do it, or you get the urge to pee while you want to drive. This whole time you're like, okay, maybe if I play music, maybe if I don't play music, maybe it's like that urge is still there, like dang. And then the more you get home, your body starts recognizing, okay, we're getting home. It starts getting more what? Comfortable. And it's like, dang, it's like intensifying. It's really fucking intensifying right now. It's like pushing. It's like, okay, I gotta pee. And then you like fucking with the keys and you're trying to get in the goddamn door. Right? And you just like, whoo, you drop everything. You drop everything. Your purse, your keys, your wallet. You don't even take off your shoes. If you can't, you're just like, fuck it, I gotta go. Like, ooh, I'll do it. You know? If people live with you, hi, yep. Because that urge, that calling kept intensifying. And the more you put it off, right? It was like, dang. But the closer you got to home, the closer you got to the home base of what you were looking for, you was like, I'm going to take this way today. I ain't waiting. I'm going to take the back street because shit, I ain't got time. And you really had to go. Some of you left that shit in the car. I was like, I'm going to leave my keys. Take it out, close the door, run it and go. Because it's intensifying. And that's how you should think about your manifestations, your goals. It's like, it's something that is going to align me, that's going to push me in a direction that I need to go. that is set up in a way that is progressive in my mindset, progressive in my everyday life. It just becomes a flow now. Like I said, it's like that Virgo energy. It just becomes a flow. It just becomes of energy of recognizing, oh shit, I don't need to do too much because my everyday life is allowing me to accept this, allowing me to have it come in. Because it reminds me of even when I be in my hermit modes, I still be like, okay, I'm gonna go outside. Like I'm gonna go outside and do what I need to do, just to meet the people, my people that are here. Okay, I know so and so work every Monday up there at the so and so. Perfect. It's like I'm still meeting people these internet, so that way when it's time to come, I can still know to how to build it. You know, it's like it's everyday things, and even when I'm out there and I'm able to get on that dance floor and cut it up. Because I've been doing it in my everyday life. I have been allowing it in my everyday life. And so that's how you think about it. It's going to be as easy as peeing. It's like, I got to pee. I'm about to go pee. Hold on, I got to pee. Where's the bathroom? Like, if that is one thing that is constantly tended to, for the most part, most people, it's like, damn, I got to pee. Where's the bathroom? Like, it's like you become more confident. You become like, hold on, more vocal. Like, hey, yeah, I got to pee. And that's how they want. This is my manifestation. This is my goal. This is my destiny. This is my desire. This is my project. This is my plan. This is my exhibition. Exhibition? I'm saying that wrong. I'm so sorry. It's like an art exhibit thing. But, like, this is what it is. It reminds me of, art's coming in. It reminds me of that one video with the little girl and her parents, like, threw an art exhibit for her for all her art, and all the friends and the family came over and they had it painted around, like, ooh. Can't wait to get in these cars with you after these shared messages. But it's allowing that, and the little girl was like, if she just set up in the home, right? It's those people that you see those little videos and they be like hosting little nights. Finding that purpose again. Creating those little PowerPoints, and it's about their desires and interests, and they showing their friends. It's like doing those things means so much more because you're recognizing what the main plot is. And sometimes the plot isn't even like a thing all the time. It's just a feeling, it's an energy, an emotion, and an environment, an encapsulation of what you are looking to gather for yourself. Doesn't always have to be something that's an item. Sometimes it is really, I just want peace and quiet. It reminds me of Mother's Day. My mom would be like, the only gift I want is a clean house and a quiet home. And it's funny, it's just like, that's all I want. A clean house and a quiet home. So it just reminds me that, the collective is on that. Hey, final card for this deck. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. So, let's see. I'll let it pull one more. Put this here. Thank you. So with that, again, don't limit yourself. Do not. If your end goal is one thing, it is not about the tools that you use to create it. It is not. It is not. Because that allows you to know, like, I can do it. And not saying you got to do it less, because you never have to do it less. It's doing with, like, okay, I'm not limiting myself. Like, why am I restricting myself to have to do it this way? It's about restriction. Again, he was on sets getting you before producing with famous people. I'm like, okay, he did it all off his phone. Came out high quality. Yeah, that phone, you'll cue it up, send it over. Because when it's like, this is what I want, this is what passion is like. Okay, when it comes in, it's like when the budget come in. No, we're going with that one. I'm not no. I know. And even when that, but still sometimes used to. So it's in this sense of understanding It allows this opening of like, I'm not restricted by mindset, because it allows you to not restrict your blessings, your abundance, your rewards, your recognition. Okay? So to get into these cards, and they're gonna be in between and all together. Okay, we have the Sag energy with the Knight of Wands. Okay, that Sag energy, that expansion, that Jupiter, that growth. That I'm inquisitive enough to know that there's more than one way to set up something and to do something. It's almost like the Sag energy. Like, if you tell me no, I'm going to find a yes, because yes is always present in there. It's capable. Okay, I am opening my heart space. That is that pink root chakra energy, but also this heart space energy of recognizing again, this is my true urge. This is my true urge. And that is what I'm going to create. It's like those times when people was like, Beyonce was really going on all out on them daytime shows, but it's like she don't do that no more. Cause she didn't solidify it. It's like, yeah, I've been because the point is to have you see me and to get my music out there and present it. The point of that is like, yeah, you know what? Why not? Because that is the truth. So this Sag energy, this Knight of Wands energy, this impulsive energy, this urge energy, this I'm going. I like to think of the Knights as like somebody that is fresh out of college. Because I like to think the Page people are like that are kind of in college, that in between, or somebody that's taking like a 3-year backpack vacation. It's like somebody that's like, I'm exploring the world. I'm like, I just gotta asking for permission and having a I was like, okay, now is the time for me to explore my world, not a world surrounded by other people and their thoughts. So this Knight of Wands is like, okay, I have gotten so many lessons, so much information, so much truth. I have inquisitive. Now it's time to see how far I can push that knowledge, that information. It's literally a knight. They're going to charge ahead. What am I seeing? Knight Wands is action. What am I going to see? What am I going to put out there? And to set that up, to make that move. You get what I'm saying? So when I'm opening my heart space, this Sag energy, this understanding energy, this purple and green energy, like I said, this heart space of knowing, it's a truth. Once you recognize, oh yeah, I could just do that. Why am I stopping myself? Why am I like, I'm putting it off? What is the delay in my energy and body? Let me open up. Because if I want the world to open up for me, I can't be like this. Come on now. Ashe. Now, we did get the 9 of Wands in the reverse, but we got the 7 of Pentacles upright with the Phoenix cleanse. Okay, now the Phoenix cleanse is simply done during the new moon. It's around the full moon when I'm filming this, full moon in Cancer to be exact. And so typically that would use cinnamon, myrrh, herbs, any type of herbs that you feel urged to and called to. And that candle burning the fuck out of me. Red candle dressed in gold, or again, I like to say red and gold candle. It can even be, I always like to say, because I know some people that don't like candles consistently burning in their house. You can use those 30-minute candles. You can use birthday candles. You can use and dress in those colors and do that ritual and take a bath and dress in those colors afterwards. You don't have to use candles. Again, expand your mind. Expand it. It doesn't have to be that. And so with this 9, this mental energy being in reverse is like, it's allowing you to release that with your true creativity. Again, the 7 of Pentacles is somebody that is honing their craft. She got a stick in the goddamn forest, and I always like to say, if I remember right, it's outside of her job. That's what the card is. She's outside her job doing that. So if you're like, dang, I'm also working a job right now, baby, that's okay. Call it a hobby and call that your actual job. You hear what I'm saying? So it's flipping this energy of recognizing I can allow this urge to keep me up at night, or I can flip it and recognize that urge is what's calling me to activate on it, to shift it. So doing that cleanse, baby. Woo-hoo! Oh, why I did that. That's not even a fucking Phoenix. Anyhow, anyway. Now we got this card. This is the final card that they have me pull out, which I was glad I did. It's the Death card. It's the Scorpio card, right? It's that really diving deep and again to why do I feel this delay or denial within myself to limit myself, my resources. Scorpio energy also deals with taboos in that sense of like, it's like, baby, no. Get in there. Because we also have profound peace envelops me and my environment. So when you release this need to have it look and be constructed a certain way, it's like, no, just do it. Because your end result is where your true understanding of that climactic feeling comes. And along the way, the progress, the understanding, the learning that you get is what eases your mind. Again, when you got to pee, you like that's the only thing. Like, okay, your legs start shaking, your whole body start feeling it. You kind of start getting tense, but then it's like I can't get too tense because then it's gonna try to. It's a lot of pressure on your mind and your body. So it's like, no. Once I start releasing that and following those urges, and not limiting myself to how I have to be, what tools I need to get, and recognize that I'm the tool that makes those tools work. It reminds me of what's that one show, The Sandman. I almost said The Sand King. I don't know if that's a thing or not. The Sandman, where he was like, I forgot I created these tools from me. I never needed these tools. As I was like, I tell people, your altar is a physical resting ground for your ancestors and whatever so forth. You know, um, you put your altar for. But it's also like it's that extension because they work through you, they speak through you, they move through you. So it's just a physical representation of that. Because what if you can't have your altar at sometimes? God about it. Okay. We got the Hierophant that came also on top of the profound peace as well, but it also came on top of I expect miracles, I attract miracles, I create miracles, and I accept miracles because I am a miracle, right? Again, like I said, it's a lot of pink coming through here. If you have not noticed this root chakra energy of being grounded and knowing your worth of self and knowing that this will create a stable, secure foundation for you. I smelled something burning, and yes, I have candles, but it made me like alert. I smelled this really burning. Yeah, it's not here anymore, but yeah, definitely smelled this burning energy, burning smell. Yeah, um, and it made me look, and it made me look at the Phoenix claims in your next card, which is the Fool. It's like you're really burning this idea of what it has to be to experience these things. Like I said, it's this Knight of Wands. This I'm taking the energy that I know, that I understand, and releasing the taboos, releasing how it all should and shouldn't be, and confining myself and allowing myself to be a fool with that knowledge. Right? Like I always say, a wizard that knows what they're doing is the wizard that's going to have fun. I just made that up. I don't know if people say that actually. Confidently, but I'm not a liar. I don't know if people say it or not, but it did just come to my head real slow. But so I was saying that shit. But yeah, the wizard that knows exactly what they're doing is the wizard that's going to have fun. It's a wizard that's going to walk into the room and know how to cast that spell, how to set it up. Okay, a witch is going to know what to get in the apothecary and grab it and mix it together and become that alchemist. A person is going to know what to do in a setting when they know what to do because, bitch, I've been doing it methodically every day. It just flows without me. And sometimes I make mistakes and sometimes I don't. But baby, you can never say I don't have experience. You can never say I don't have this way of walking and being, of expecting things to work in my favor and good. Because of that. I have so much love and abundance. They didn't have any pairing cards with it because it's just like it doesn't need an explanation for that. You are love. Therefore, you are abundant in love and what that provides. And how that works out for you. The final two cards that we have is journaling in the star energy, Aquarius energy. And this card came out in the reverse, but I wanted to flip it upright. Because I feel like it's a sense of once you get back to that, and I also need to journal too. Ooh, shit. I also need to journal too, but it came out in the sense of recognizing the energy that you feel like was once lost. It's not lost. It's not lost. Mm-mm-mm. It's like it's really pulling on the renewed hope of the energy of the Aquarius of the Star card. It really like, let me pour into myself and realize it wasn't lost. I was just giving it away. I was just holding it back. I was just no, I'm gonna go all in. I'm gonna ramp it up. I'm gonna be a goddamn fool in my life because it's my life, bitch. And so now instead of me being like, oh, I have to get these certain cards because blah 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 blah, I'm like, let me grab that one and that one and that one, and I grabbed these cards, the white cards I got and the big cards I got all in one scoop because I was like, baby, I don't know how it's gonna work out, but I'm feeling called and drawn to it, and I'm glad I did. Because then the other cards I can also do, like I can do it on these, but I like it because it's big space. I was able to add different things and do my food deck. So certain things was like, I glad I didn't stop myself. Because the creative ideas I had a playing field. They had a canvas to go on. That is the point of this. And that allows you to also again to recognize to send that shit back when it ain't your true manifestations. Because it's like, baby, no. No. You are deserving of all good things. Don't stop yourself from getting that by limiting because of what tools and things you have. And I do a lot of this shit by myself. So don't feel like you also, and not saying you know to cut, but it's just like you don't also need to be like, oh, I need people to do it. I need people to. No, I retweet my own videos. I do all that. It's like, baby, because that is the point. I need to get it out to as many people as possible, and I'm not going to stop, no matter if it's one or two. Because baby, guess what? Guess what? I'm always right. Oh, another what attitude. But yes, Ashe. Ashe. I think that's it. Are there any final cards? Are there any final cards? Yeah, it's time to be a fool in your life. It's time to be like, fuck it. People gotta see me. And I always like to say the fool upright is somebody, again, that knows that they're walking into some crazy. They just starting over the Phoenix cleanse. I know exactly what's happening. I just cleansed myself of the bullshit that was holding me back. Shit. Because what happens if I'm on a boat and the boat starts sinking? I'm going to be afraid to go in the water? Hell no. Yeah, we got hello and bye. And you'll be meeting a whole lot of new people. Or just people are going to see a lot more of your work. Like I said, start putting yourself out there. That hello, bye is going to be a lot more interactions. 3313, as I said, that a lot more. A lot more interactions coming and happening in your life for you. You are deserving of it. You are deserving of it. Start recognizing that, putting yourself out there and allow yourself to be put out there. Okay? Because that is the end goal. And it ain't got to be out there on like a wide mainstream. It can just be like, you know what, I actually am going to volunteer for the local theater. Bitch, yes! Yes! Because why the fuck not? Do what you gotta do, baby, to allow yourself to feel freedom. Okay? I love you. Love yourself more. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until next time. That was ghetto.